Right guys, what do you think? I'm a cool dude or what? Safety first. Here's what I'm going to do today with the silky saw, the 14-inch Go chainsaw, this nifty tool. This is this is Jane's grandfather's that I got it whenever they're doing a raid out, and we're bringing out the big guns today. The strimmer with this working head. Look at that for a beast. Beast mode. We're going beast mode on the hedge. Let me tell you what we're going to do. So the field gate, across to the corner, the boundary, down in here, I'm going to start working my way, walking up the stream. I'm going to try and clear back as much of the brush as possible. So using the strimmer and the tools, I'm just going to sweep it up. Now, once I go in here, I'll not be coming out. So what you're going to see is what you're going to see. I will pick it up at a later stage. I have some of the other tools already in up here, and I've just realised that there's low-lying branches, so I mightn't be able to get up too handy, but they're already in. This hedge is rotted away, so... Caught, I'm caught! I'm free. I don't know if this is going to work so good or not, but let's find out. I never used a head like this before in all my years of strimming. The plan is to clear this back enough that I can get in and plant the new hedge into it. The stuff's actually rotted quite a bit, so it's easier to cut. Clear a bit of a path before we start this strimmer again. Work our way up here. I have plenty of thorns before this is done. Believe it or not, that I was on a Lantra training course today, doing this and wearing this and all this crowd of crack. This saw here, the guy actually said it's for cutting small branches, and he's right. You can smell the wood burning, probably because it's blunt. A lot of the course is all common sense, but it had to be done to do work. The biggest thing he kept saying was pedestrians. You have to watch out for pedestrians. I think in here, I'm safe enough. There's what's done. There's what's still to go. It's actually good that I'm taking this dead stuff out, because it'll allow more light in, which will encourage new growth to... I only have to do this the once, hopefully. Can you even see me now? Hello? I made another boob. I started back there about 20 meters, 15, 20 meters ago, working this way towards you lot. And in the process of doing that, I've been explaining what I'm doing. The mic's here, hadn't switched it on. And because it's connected to the camera, was a problem whenever I was working along with Trevor digging the drain. No sound. So, I'm going to keep working towards you and explain it. And in the second take, I might make more sense. Let me get this in first. The tools you see me using. The first one is the HEDGE trimmer. It's a really good piece of equipment. I'll show you it later. I'm using a stumping axe. This is the billhook that I couldn't find in the previous video in the boot of the car. And of course, I'm using old trusty Ego 14-inch chainsaw. I'll tell you what I'm doing. Oh, I'm packing this bad boy too. This is on loan from work. It's not that sharp compared to what it's meant to be, but I'll tell you one thing. It will cut your finger off if you lean on hard enough. This is a silky saw. It only cuts on the backstroke. Let me demonstrate. This piece of wood is what, 60 mil? Can you see it? Looks bad now. It really is blunt. What's that, 12? Don't, you probably count to 24, but don't count the front one. It only cuts one way. Look how clean that is. That there's we're done with the chainsaw. Right, let me explain what I'm doing. Oh, I've got the old billhook. We're going to call it grandfather. She's blunt, but she works good. Good thing for banging stuff anyway. Look at the root ball and that. Now, I was using, had it on me the whole time. I was using this yoke to plant the trees, and because of the roots, we're not in a garden after all. This billhook's this stumping axe the yoke. So I just open up a cavity, take all of that root ball. This is how quickly this can happen. Stuff it in, push it over. Because we have the billhook there, you see this? This is, if you follow my hand, this is the shape of the way I'm laying it. Going away from the fence. The reason for going away from the fence is because if it goes straight up, half of it's going to grow into the fence. I don't want it to do that. Not yet anyway. So, on a wing, on a prayer, I'm breaking that off, stick it into the ground a couple of inches, and that has the potential to produce 2 plants for the price of 1. Grandfather. This, goodness only knows how old this is. I think Jane's grandfather passed away about 20 years ago. Right, let's get up close and personal to see how this opens up. To be right, you should be soaking them because they're a bit dry, but that's exactly the reason why I want to get them in the ground. So stuff it in, slope it away from the fence, compact it. If I was doing hedging, I'd be looking at one of these yokes. And there's the result, side on. See the angle? And we'll maybe follow that spindle plant and see how it develops throughout the year. Well, maybe not, because it'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Look. And this is after I had it all cleared. Next year, over the winter, whenever I go to lay this hedge, it's still my intention, I'll cut these all off. If the roots are developed, they'll just grow, and they'll grow more vigorously. And they'll fill out better too by cutting the top off them, so it's not lost by just sticking them in. And I'll be using this holly and sticking it in. You need to take the foliage off it, stick it in, and hopefully it'll take 2. Down goes the waste in the hedge. This is how I manage the holly, right? We've cut that off into old wood. Cut it off, half a leaf or thereabouts or something like it. Stick it in. And that should take. How easy is this? Hazelnuts. What's left of the hazelnuts? Whoever's eating them. That's what it's all about. Feeding the wildlife. This hedge trimmer, what I like about it, it's spring loaded. So when you can use it for longer and not get vibrations going up your arms, because over time that's bad for you. That hedge trimmer I've probably had close to about 8 or 9 years now. I have never had to do anything to it. It's only getting used lately, but it's used, let's say 20 hours a year, give or take a bit. Depends how fast you work. Remove it if it's never gonna do. Talking to myself all day. Getting the job done. Look, it's a good job I tried not to cut this bad boy. Hate. Steel pipe, whatever that's for. Wife rang me there, says, what are you doing? I goes, I'm standing on the hedge talking to myself. What else would you be at? It's not easy. I just forgot these plants. This is the end. It's as far as I'm going anyway. Probably, say 10 meters off the road, which isn't bad at all.